Dr. Karletta Chief is an associate professor and associate specialist in the Department of Soil, Water, and Environmental Sciences at the University of Arizona in Tucson. She's the director of a National Science Foundation National Research Traineeship, Indigenous Food, Energy, and Water Security and Sovereignty. Her research goals to improve our understanding, tools, predictions of watershed hydrology, unsaturated flow in arid environments, and how natural and human disturbances affect soil hydrology through the use of physically based methods. Dr. Chief is Dene, originally from Black Mesa, Arizona, and received a BS and MS in civil engineering from Stanford University. And as a National Science Foundation doctoral fellow, Dr. Chief received her PhD in hydrology and water resources in the School of Engineering at the University of Arizona. So welcome, Dr. Karletta Chief.
Thank you to ASP Converging COVID-19 hosts for inviting me to this panel. I am Bitterwater, born for near the water people. My maternal grandfather is mini goats and my paternal grandfather is red running into the water. That's how I identify myself as a Dene Navajo woman. I'm speaking from the University of Arizona, which is located on the traditional homelands of the Tohono O'odham and Pasco Yaqui people. Next. COVID-19 has amplified food, energy, and water, or FEW, insecurities across the world, and disproportionately impacted Indigenous communities. Next. In the United States, COVID-19 is rampant on the Navajo Nation, the largest tribe in the United States, where poverty rates are more than twice the state of Arizona. Navajo tribal officials cite lack of healthy foods and running water as reasons for the prolific transmission, which in May 2020 resulted in one of the highest COVID-19 infection rates in the United States, third only to New York and New Jersey. Next. In the United States, Native Americans have the highest rate of diabetes. Comorbidities such as diabetes and cancers are also prevalent on the Navajo Nation. With over 500 abandoned uranium mines, Navajos are at risk to environmental exposure from abandoned mines. On the Navajo Nation, arsenic is prevalent in unregulated water sources, often used for drinking water. Research has linked arsenic-laden waters to diabetes. Next. Few insecurities have been amplified on the Navajo Nation during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Navajo Nation is a rural food desert with only 13 grocery stores across the 25,000 square miles of remote terrain for a population of nearly 200,000 tribal citizens. This is approximately 8 people per square mile. Furthermore, 30% of remote Dene homes lack running water and 40% lack electricity. The Dene people haul water 5 to 50 miles away, incurring an enormous expense of $13.30 per 100 gallons, in comparison to a nearby city of 40 cents per 100 gallons. Community resilience is critical for Dene communities to respond to and recover from perturbations such as pandemics and disasters. Next. Developing technical solutions to these challenges requires an understanding of Indigenous societies, governance, and culture, and the ability to work effectively in these contexts. Thus, the IndigiFEWS program's vision is to develop a diverse workforce with intercultural awareness and expertise in sustainable food, energy, and water systems, specifically through the design of a fit-for-purpose water and control environmental agriculture technologies to address the lack of safe water, energy, and food security in Indigenous communities. To develop this workforce, in partnership with Dene College, Our project, Indigenous Food, Energy, and Water Security and Sovereignty, or IndigiFEWS, is educating and engaging graduate students and tribal college students with an emphasis on recruitment of first-generation and minority students seeking opportunities to make a difference in developing communities. Next. The overall research theme is the development of a novel and sustainable solutions for off-grid production of safe drinking water, brine management operations, and control environmental agricultural systems. This includes research in innovative photovoltaics, holographics, sensors and controls, unit operations technologies, and material device and system resiliency. Next. Community resilience is critical for Diné communities to respond and recover from pandemics such as COVID-19. Resilience is the ability to maintain desired structure and function of a few socio-ecological system under perturbation such as COVID-19. Yet outside of health metrics, few resilience frameworks often fail to consider Indigenous perspectives. Existing resilience frameworks aim to co-manage resources and empower Indigenous people still remain part of an unjust and colonial system and fail to consider political, social, and cultural perspectives. Engaging Indigenous communities is important to increasing the Indigenous resilience, which may improve, for example, sustainable water resources research and management, and facilitating addressing FEWS insecurities among Native American communities. Few technologies can augment adaptive capacity to transform system state to desired structure and function, thus increasing resilience at multiple scales, such as household, community, and tribal nation. Next, thank you very much.